first thing is to be honest with yourself. You can never have an impact on society if you have not changed yourself.
You may have arms and legs, but unless you know three things. Number one, who are you and what your value is? Number two, what is your purpose here in life? And number three, what is your destiny when you're done here? If you don't know the answers of any of those three questions, you're more disabled than I.
So everybody in this life is attached to a lot of people's destiny, whether you like it or not. So if you think that talking about is the best way out, then think again, because you have inside you a talent that no one else out there has. And I know you can make it.
No matter how bad it is, or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it. Say that to yourself every day.
Hello beautiful viewers, and welcome to another fantastic edition of your motivational and life transforming program, Rising Prime, a program that educates, informs and encourages you in every ramifications of life. Today's edition promises to be tremendous. On today's edition, I have two guests. The CEO of Ivado Universal Option, Mr. Matthew Onyabochukwu, and an amazing lady who spoke with us on women participation in politics. But of course, let's quickly say a word of prayer by reciting the second stanza of the national anthem. And like I will always say, if you're a Nigerian, a true Nigerian, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, I crave your indulgence to please pause and join me in the recitation of the second stanza of the national anthem. O God of creation, direct our noble cause, guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know, in love and honesty to grow, and living just and true, great lofty height attain, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. Amen. Maybe a lot of you don't know that the second stanza of the national anthem is more like a prayer. Well, if you're just tuning into your favorite independent television, it is Rising Prime, and we're about getting started. Let's go on this break. When we come back, the program continues. I will be your pilot for today's edition, and my name is Israel Akinde. Welcome on board.
You may be a shoe shiner, that doesn't mean you can shine.
It is motivational. It is educative. It is grossly informative. What a source of strength to the discouraged and depressed. Rising Prime, a motivational television magazine on this station, focusing on the starting point, the challenges, the achievements, the processes, the failures, and the success story. These and many more forms part of the program when we interview highly positioned and respected Nigerians. You don't want to miss it.
Where is your strength? Believe in it. Not every dream will become true.
Get educated, entertained, and motivated on Rising Prime. Rising Prime, a life-transforming program.
We'll be bringing your way an exclusive interview we had with Miss Miriam Atinuke Leonard, a politician. And you know, there's this saying that whatever a man can do, a woman can do better. Let's hear her views on the participation of women in Nigerian politics. Miss Maria, it's a pleasure to have you on Rising Prime.
Thank you very much.
Being a politician, what do you think are the possibilities of having women participate in the forthcoming 2019 election?
It's very positive this time around, and the possibility of having more women voted into power is very high, because as you would see everywhere, you can find a lot of women posters contesting, vying for one position or the other. This time around, the women are not just sitting back and watching or supporting. This time around, they are playing in all ramifications. The women are vying, the women are supporting themselves this time around. The women are coming out now to canvass for votes from delegates, from electorates, everywhere. So the participation is very high, and definitely the result will be very impressive too.
Okay, so we just spoke about the ratio of men in politics. It's more than that of the women. So what do you think over time has been the challenge that women face in politics?
A lot of challenges over time, but as we grow and as we get more exposure, a lot of things are changing at the same time. You know, over the years, it's been like politics is a man thing. That's, you know, but now exposure is very, very high now. And so a lot of women now see that they can actually play in this game because they're very instrumental. Like you said, the ratio is almost 50-50 of women population now. So if you say a 50% to rule the 100, I think it's not fair and it's not realistic. So now when you have more women come, more women participate, then you get a lot of change.
Okay, what do you think that women will do differently if elected into sensitive office?
Oh, it's a known fact that women actually thrive wherever they are. It's a known fact. And then being sentimental too, women will actually do better, and they do better because bringing it down to the home level, you see the efforts the women put in place to ensure that the family is running perfectly. So if the woman can do it at the micro level, she can take it up from there. And so if she's given better opportunities to serve, a better platform, that's what I like to call it. She's given a better platform to do what she does in the small level, she would actually do better. And women would definitely do better than men. Definitely. Not being sentimental this time around, but that's the truth. That's the truth now.
Okay. What would you say your driving force has been over the time?
For me now, my driving force has always been the people. I live in the ghetto, actually. So when you see the people, the standard of life of the people, you wish you can do something instantly that will change the life of everybody. But the truth is you can. And in my little way, I've been trying to do the little things I can do. But I know that when you have a bigger platform, you will do better. And also, when I showed interest in politics, the support I've gotten from people, it has been fantastic. You have women who support themselves. Like I told you initially, women now are standing in for themselves. You have the Women Can Lead initiative, which has been championed by Mrs. Bilikisu Abba. Such women have been an encouraging factor in the process because they seek for every avenue to encourage you, everything they can do in their power to make sure that you are on track. They help you with it. So it's been fantastic.
Okay. So on the final note, what would your words of admonition be to that lady out there or a woman out there listening to you and possibly must have tried to contest for a particular position and failed from primary level or was able to scale through primary level and fail at the election day? What would your words of advice be to those ladies out there hoping to be in a political arena sometime, but the discouragement of primaries, trying to get canvas for votes, trying to get money to run election and all of that is quite there. So what would your advice be for them?
No, you've asked me two questions, so I'm going to take one at a time.
Okay.
The first thing is for the people who want to. You see, if you have the passion, that's the beginning. That's the first thing. And once the passion is there, you can make it happen. Life is not easy. Anything you want to do in life is not easy. You have to make an attempt. So if you have the passion, come in. Come on board, let's roll together. Because you cannot just sit down and wish things. That's how I started. I feel we shouldn't just sit down and just advise the government from where we sit and just give suggestions, you know, the government should have done it like this, it would have done this. If you don't get involved, nothing will actually change. So if you have the passion to do politics, come on board. And then to the other part of the question, if you don't win the election or if you don't win the primaries or you win the primaries and you don't win the general election, well, the fact that you have come out, the fact that you have done your bit, for me, I tell people, I have the passion. I think it's about the people. That's my interest. So if I come out and I don't get it like this, then you can try another way. But the thing is, you've shown your interest. You've come out. At least make an attempt. put in an effort. Let the world see that, okay, you want to do this, but because of one thing or the other, you didn't get it done like this, but you can do it another way.
The first thing is to be honest with yourself. You can never have an impact on society if you have not changed yourself.
You may have arms and legs, but unless you know three things. Number one, who are you and what your value is? Number two, what is your purpose here in life? And number three, what is your destiny when you're done here? If you don't know the answers of any of those three questions, you're more disabled than I.
So everybody in this life is attached to a lot of people's destiny, whether you like it or not. So if you think that talking about is the best way out, then think again, because you have inside you a talent that no one else out there has. And I know you can make it.
No matter how bad it is, or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it. Say that to yourself every day.